Hey guys, good evening from beautiful Mazatlan. I'm here on my, they call it a patio, my backyard, whatever you want to call it. And I've been really busy. I've been working on the book I'm writing, trying to get it finished. I'm tired of writing it and I just want to get done. But it's led to a whole bunch of other problems, like how do you convert the document I've saved into a book format in LibreOffice? How do you transfer that to HTML? How do you upload that to Kindle Direct Publishing? Oh my. So I got lots of work ahead of me. But today I was looking at comments on my videos, and one of my viewers asked me what I think is a very interesting question. He said, it's obvious since you've traveled down to South America, you've seen a big slice of the Americas, why did you pick Mazatlan over other places? And that's a good question. That'd make a good video. So I'm going to do that from here tonight. Here are these two lovely ladies here. Lupita is here with her friend, America. They're watching TV. Cat's watching the street. So, I started with Mazatlan. I started with Canada, I guess. I hate winter. I hate the cold. Always have, even as a kid. Never really liked the cold. And I always dreamt of living somewhere warm. Mazatlan fit that bill. And where I'm from, the east coast of Canada, look it up on Google Maps. Pretty obscure little town. Shediac, Shediac, New Brunswick, Canada. They call it the lobster capital of the world, and it is. And it has it's a beach town, has a nice beach. Probably 60,000 people there in the summertime. They come from Quebec. They come from all over to go to the beach in Shediac. And it's got, the beach faces this Northumberland Strait. It's on Northumberland Strait, excuse me. The strait between New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Prince Edward Island. And it's about a 5-hour drive northeast of Bangor, Maine. So you're way up there. There's tons and tons and tons of snow in the winter. And I worked in the area control center, the Moncton traffic control center there for a couple years as a Halifax controller. Worked in the radar room controlling the Halifax airport. I used to do it from Halifax, and they moved us into Moncton. So I moved there for work. My hometown was St. John, New Brunswick, S-A-I-N-T, John, not St. John's, Newfoundland. The two get confused all the time. Which is not far away, 90 miles from Shediac. Anyway, I just hated the winter. I hated the snow. My girlfriend and I had a house. We had an apartment building. And I was the one that had to clear the driveways. And God, there's so much snow. I had a tractor. Just doing it with a snowblower was impossible. There's that much snow. And I'll try and tack a picture of that into this video so you can see what I'm talking about. But eventually, I finished with air traffic control and we moved west. We went to Vancouver, British Columbia, and lived there for a number of years. And I worked in the trucking industry for quite a long while until the company I was working for decided to close up shop. But while I was there, I had a chance to take a holiday. And we had a little travel trailer. We were all set to go down the Oregon coast, even though it was November. Raining, but in the travel trailer, it didn't matter. You could stay dry and warm. And Sunday morning, and I was sitting home watching TV, and there's a Sunday morning news program that used to come on in Vancouver. I don't remember the name of it. But they had a lady used to come on from one of the travel agencies. And she was talking about last-minute specials. And there was a flight leaving on, like, Wednesday from Mazatlan, Mexico. Well, I'd barely even heard of Mazatlan. And we're going back a long ways now. This is 2001, 21 years ago. So, I already had the time booked, and the flight was cheap for the two of us to come down stay in a hotel up on Gaviotas on Playa Norte. I can't think of the name of the hotel, but it's across the street from Joe's Oyster Bar. Yeah, I don't know the name of the hotel. And we had a nice room there, nothing particularly fancy, but for a room in the hotel, airfare down and back, it was $1,100 Canadian total for two of us. So we took it. And I love Mazatlan. This is a great city. And we had a lot of fun there. We met a guy from somewhere in the interior of British Columbia. I can't remember where he's from. Vernon, Kamloops. And he was a dump truck driver. And because it's wintertime, there's no construction on the go, he took time off and he used to come to Mazatlan every winter. And he got me thinking about that. I said, geez, that'd be great. I'd love to do that. Get out of the rain, get out of the cold. And we saw a condo for sale down here. Right near the La Siesta Hotel. Across from the Justice Building. It's for sale for $25,000. Damn, I regret not buying that condo, because now it's like $250,000. But my ex talked me out of it. Oh, we'd never get down here enough. Never should have listened. Should have just friggin' bought the place. So, anyway, came down, spent, I think it was a week. And just had a great time. Hung around up the Zona Dorada mostly, but did come down and see the market, saw Centro. Centro was particularly run down at that point. It was around 2001 that the city decided they were going to fix Centro up and make it more livable. And they've done a great job. It truly is gentrified now. It's a great spot. And we drank some at Joe's Oyster Bar, played some volleyball on the beach, went across to a bar called Dario's that's not there anymore, but had a great time in there. Watched the Super Bowl. It was my birthday week, I believe. I got a picture. I'll try and find that too and post it here. And that's me 21 years ago down here on that trip. I weighed about 100 pounds more than I do now. I'm a big boy. I don't know what happened. Just don't eat anymore. So I never forgot Mazatlan. I had it in my head at the time. I thought, that'd be a great place to retire. That's a nice city. It's got everything you want. It's got the weather. It's got the beach. It's got the Great Malecon, wonderful for bicycling. It's got El Faro for hiking. It has Home Depot. It has McDonald's. It has Starbucks. It has Burger King. It even has Little Caesar's Pizza. It's got KFC. It's got everything from home. But it's Mexico, and you can live a Mexican life there, and you can live it fairly cheaply. And years went by, and I took my motorcycle trip to South America after I was really retired and living back in Shediac. Moved back to the East Coast from Vancouver. And on that trip, I kind of had it in my head, I should look for a place to retire. And I was in some places I really liked. I liked Cuenca, Ecuador. That was a nice city. Really nice city. It's just a pretty place. It's very European. I was in Cusco, Peru. Met a really nice guy there that owned a bar on the main square. And he was from Arizona originally and been living in Cusco for, I think, 20 years. Spoke fluent Spanish. And he kind of showed me that you can do that. You can come down here, you can learn to speak Spanish, you can start to live a Latin life. And he'd married a Peruvian girl and stayed on and started with a little bar and made that a going concern and got a bigger bar and then a bigger bar. And when I met him, he was building a resort, eco-resort hotel, somewhere in northern Peru by a recently discovered waterfall that turned out to be the third highest waterfall in Peru. And I thought I'd made a friend for life. I went to his bar. He had great hamburgers, hamburguesas as they're called in Spanish. They're usually kind of lacking. It's just not like a real hamburger. But he had the real deal. And he said to me, you going to stick around for the Super Bowl? And I said, oh, yeah, well, I was hoping you have it on here. And he said, oh, we'll have it on. And I said, oh, I'll be here. I want to watch it. He said, can I watch it with you? I said, your bar. Yeah. And so watched the Super Bowl with him and a couple friends and a guy that was traveling from Switzerland. And the five of us had a great time. It was just wonderful. And I could easily see myself living in Cusco, except that, like Cuenca, it's in the mountains. There's no beach. I've almost always lived by the water all my life. And for me, it just didn't do it over Mazatlan. And that's just me. I like the warm weather. I like the beach. I don't go to the beach much, but I like being able to walk down the Malecon and look at the water and look at the boats. And so, and then there was other places I saw. I was down in Chile. I saw a city called Iquique. It's spelled Iquue, Iquique. And I'd never heard of it before, but it's a city of about 1 million people, and it's very modern, and it's on the coast. It's in the tail end of the Atacama Desert. It's very dry, great weather, maybe a little too hot in their summer, but sort of like Mazatlan. And I thought, this is almost Mazatlan, Chilean style. But Chile's quite expensive. Chile is, prices are right in line with Canada. Like, it's not cheap. When I was traveling, I was used to paying $10, $15 a night for a room in a hostel. In Chile, a cheap hotel was $50. So beer was expensive, cigarettes were, everything was expensive. Here, stuff is dirt cheap. I can still get a 8-pack of beer for 90 pesos, which is $4.50 US. It's like cheap. So I did my trip all the way, and I saw other places I liked. I liked Lima, but a lot of people tell me that Lima is quite gray because the Humboldt Current is a cold water current that comes up from the Antarctic and runs up the west coast of South America and tends to make the weather really gray in Lima, where it passes very near the coast. I guess I lucked in. I was there for about 10 days. It was sunny, blue skies every day, just beautiful weather. I liked Buenos Aires, Argentina. It's a big city, but man, it's a beautiful city. I was lucky back in the 1980s lucky enough to go to Paris, and I'd compare the two cities. They're just magnificent, big, beautiful cities. And but Argentina has had its problems with governments and money, and in fact, when I was there, they'd nationalized an oil company. I forget the name of the oil company, and as a result, all the G7 countries and a lot of countries around the world, maybe all the G20 countries, had banned the use of Argentinian money, which caused me a problem getting home. But that's a subject for another video. So after my trip was completed, I went back. I get back to New Brunswick in May of that year. That would have been 2013. Spent the summer in Shediac. And I didn't want to stay another winter. In October, I got on my motorcycle and I rode south again. And there's an Australian couple I'd met while I was in Cartagena, Colombia. They're amazing people. They've been riding the world for like 10 years on their motorcycles. She's on a little 250 and he's on an old 600 BMW. They've been everywhere. They've been to hundreds of countries. Been around the world about 4 times. Just great people. They don't publish anything online. You can't find them. I don't want to tell you their names, but anyway, they're nice people. And I had their email, and I got in touch with them. I said, I'm getting ready to leave New Brunswick and ride south again this season. Where are you guys? They were in Mazatlan. I said, oh, I know Mazatlan. Yeah, and they said, we found a great hotel down here. The Hotel Lerma. Lerma. I said, okay, I'll come down and see you. I'll be there in about 3 weeks. And I was. And they were right. It was a great old hotel. And there were guys from all over the world on their motorcycles that had read about this place online. We're staying there. Guys from Germany, from Australia, from Great Britain, from Canada, the United States. Oh, I'm sure I'm forgetting some, but we had a hell of a lot of fun. Oh, there was a couple from Malaysia there on their motorcycle. It was a great time, and I have a photo of the bunch of us in the Hotel Lerma. And sadly, the Lerma isn't a hotel anymore. The family that had it sold it to the university system here, and now it's a college dorm. It's too bad. It was a great spot. Cheap and not fancy. They had a big interior courtyard, and they'd lock these big, like, drawbridge doors at night, and your bike was safe. They had a wonderful night security guy, Antonio. He was excellent. It was just and Carlos that ran the hotel. Those guys were wonderful. So I enjoyed the winter there. And that's the winter I met Lupita. She was working at a bar nearby in Zaragoza Square called the Polluelos, and I showed that in a couple of videos, and I met her. But I had a girlfriend home. I wasn't looking for a girlfriend. I just met her, and she was one of the people I knew in Mazatlan. And I came down a second winter. I'd had some dental work done down here and needed some implants. And bloody hell, they were expensive in Canada. I think the dentist quoted me $18,000 for the work. $18,000. Holy shit. And so I came down here and I got that done and a whole bunch more work done for less than $6,000. It was a bargain. So rather than buy the dentist a holiday in Florida and a new Harley, I had my own winter in Florida and got my teeth fixed. So the second winter down here, I'd go over to the Polluelos again, and I saw Lupita. And it was just when I was leaving to go home, my girlfriend in Canada decided to break up with me over the phone. How nice. What class. Anyway, I went home. It was a long and protracted legal separation. Yeah, I won't get into the details of that, but it wasn't pretty. God damn it. So, anyway, I came back to Mazatlan. And that's when I asked Lupita out. And it was, I think it'll be 8 years in February. It's been going great ever since. And so I kind of grew into Mazatlan. I liked it from the start. I saw other places, but I never saw anything I liked any better. And to get back to my Australian friends, like I said, they've been everywhere. They told me at one point, they think when they finally hang up the helmets and the riding boots, they're going to move to Mazatlan. Well, that says a lot about Mazatlan. It's a great place to live. If you're thinking of coming down here, I hope this video has helped you. I'd appreciate it if you'd leave a comment in the comment section. That always helps. Hit the like button. Share it with your friends. I only need 70 more subscribers to get to 1,000. That's my goal. Help me out. I gotta look for those pictures now. See if I can find them. Let me see. I need the one of me 20 years ago. I need the one of the guys at the Hotel Lerma. Oh crap, what was the other thing we talked about? I don't know. I'll find it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.